Friday, as above, so below. We're talking about Venus energy. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Euler Jr. My beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs, or the African traditional religions, by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To all of you that have been following me for 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 years, for a lifetime in this social media platform as I have been existing, I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much. First of all, I want to say salutations to my madrina, to my madrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajays. I think I'm rocking this. I'm really rocking my Fetty Poon. What's up, Shamari, the first one in there? Good morning, Tree Rhonda. What's up, my baby Sad Scorpio? And what's up, Demetrius in the house? I want my Gemini, then I got my Ryan, my Libra. Listen, guys, on today, I told y'all 2 days ago that they couldn't tell me nothing yesterday, but on today, when I tell you it's a really, from the church world, we say from faith to faith, glory to glory. That's a real thing. Elevations. And I never knew I could be this much committed, this much. I didn't think. The further you get into the ATRs and in relationship, let me tell y'all, you were definitely one wearing those. Thank you, Dimitri. I'm rocking. In honor of my Fetty Foon, Yanza, and my Fetty Foon Babalo Aye, in honor of the Orishas, the Loas, and Pungo, every Egun, especially my Egun that stands behind me. Those that got your Haitian voodoo, you know what I'm talking about. Membership. To each and all of my members, whether it's Orisha membership, whether it's got Palo membership, let me tell y'all something. I feel like Fire Marshal Bill. I've been excited. I've been talking to Mother Susan. I've been talking to Sister Shirana, and all you guys have been following me through my health situation. Realize where I was after I left the hospital on my birthday. I left the hospital on my birthday. And I had been going through this with prednisone. That's the medicine that they had been going on while I was having these speech issues, and just learning along the way. Now, the reason why this is significant, because I've never been a hospital person. I've never been a doctor person. I never had issues other than dental. Where I had to utilize my insurance. I've never been hospitalized. I'm 52 years old. I've been doing Conjure since I was 3 to 4 years old, based on my mom's conversation with my son. I got my spiritual dad at the age of 13. All this is significant. I've been taking herbs since I was 13 years old. I've been taking vitamins, and mainly because of him. Now, and what he told me, if I want to keep my pecker hard, I need my vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. So that was enough to compel me unto Christ. So I've been, like I said, I don't have a terrible diet. And the worst thing I did, which is not good either, I wasn't out a water drinker. For years, my urine has been dark. I was accustomed to that because sometimes I drank water, and at UPS, I was constantly outside, and they taught us about hydration and sometimes I do watermelon, blah, blah. But I just wasn't strong on that. I get it from my mom. So I go to my mom yesterday, and I'm taking her vitamins and whatever. So she informs me, because I was telling her about what's going on. Now, what I want to say, I got my blood work back the other day. I posted it. 15. My hemoglobin is 15.5. Why that's important? And you know the person that brought it to my attention was Mother Susan, the mother of the mother church, my faithful no shun. And she said, Apostle. I said, yes, Mother Susan. She said, you're no more anemic. Come on here, somebody. I went from a four. These people had me in rock bottom, all the way to a 4.3. I came in the hospital at a 7.3. They brought me down to a 4.3 and told me that I would never reach above 11 hemoglobin. And at that time, I hadn't reached that. I had a 10.3, and I had and I had a 10.7, and I was giving God praise for that. I was saying to myself, I don't need but 3 points to get the 11. They said I wouldn't reach or go above. The next time I got my blood, thank you, Demetrius, for reminding us that this is a monetized channel. Now, I told, and what's up, Stormy? I just saw you come in. My Sagittarius from Detroit. So, that's where, and so when I went, now the hematologist that I have right now, he's never prescribed me anything. He just been picking up the paperwork because my prior, y'all know what happened to him. I walking on him under my left foot, and he no longer in the practice. So he's the one who would prescribe initially the prednisone. So, and I fight against my medical enemies, my financial enemies. I don't care if you become an enemy to me and you trying to hurt me, I'm putting it to your ass. So I don't care who you are, white, black, Asian, and Puerto Rican, I don't care. Black. So I was with my mom yesterday and just telling her what was going on with me, because at the end of the day, I'm still her son, and she knows it, but she still want to know about her kids. So I'm letting her know, and I wasn't feeling that good yesterday. Did not know it was acai that I had been taking that has been draining my brain. So I'll explain that in a minute. So I was talking to her, and I was telling her what happened to me and how prednisone was the steroid that I was on and what it had me going through. And she revealed to me, because y'all know what I'm saying, my mom do not put us in her business unless, only thing we knew that she was diabetic. All the ins and outs, we don't really know. So it was a big deal for her to even tell me this. And my mom, I don't know, I tell anyway. She know how I am. My mom had to go through speech therapy. And her son is being restored by the Impungos, by the Orishas, by the ancestors. I haven't had, y'all watch my whole process. I didn't even think about doing on speech therapy. They never offered it either. To say that, I didn't decline it because they ain't never offered it. But I've been studying so much that I'm realizing how many people is on this medicine and how many people are dealing with the side effects of this medicine. And another thing that is affected was my sex drive. Hot damn, you know I was gonna fight. So while my mom's telling me this, and I'm like looking at her, I'm like, so I had gave her certain herbs and certain things that I wanted her to take, and all that. But this was y'all gotta understand. I was born anemic. I was a preemie. I want you to hear that real good. Thank you for hitting them like button. I was born anemic. This ain't got nothing to do with craft, magic, and nothing. This is hereditary. My dad is anemic. My sister on my mother's side, my mama have but 2 kids, is anemic. My brothers and sisters on my dad's side, they're anemic. My dad died anemic. Did you hear me? My dad died of cancer, but he was anemic. And that's a part of the thing that come along with having low blood. The Damari, El Shaddai, I am the 72 names of God. I was telling Mother Susan, God waited. Because nothing happens except God say so. God has waited till I get 52 to pull me out of an anemic stage. Did you hear me? When I tell you herbs is good and God is good, when I say Mother Nature is good and pungos are good, I just realized that I don't classify as an anemic. It's impossible for you to be anemic with a 15.5. And did I expect to have higher than a 4.6? No. Because I was like, I was elated with that, but I did not realize that of all my mom's kids, all my dad's kids, I'm at 52. If you want to know why I believe so strongly, I have seen God move so much, not only in my life, but in the lives of my loved ones. And it is extraordinary for somebody to be out of an anemic state. Come on here, somebody. And my body is alkaline. What that means, sir, ma'am, I'm going to give you the scientific. It is near impossible for you to get diseases with an alkaline body. My circulation is on. I've been using cayenne pepper to promote because I've never had this much blood in my body. I'm going to say that again. I've never had this much blood in my body. And out of all the transitions that I went through, out of everything that I had gone through, let me tell y'all something. My first appointment with this doctor, he asked me, what are you doing? Not this appointment I just left. The last appointment. He said, what are you doing? I said, what? He said, your numbers. Your numbers. I said, I'm just praying. At that point, I just met you. I don't know who. I don't have a relationship with you. So he asked me. He said, but your numbers are good. That's what he said. He said he's gonna run some more tests. Let me tell y'all. I got a text and I got a phone call from Walgreens. That's where I get my medicine. He said they canceled your Eliquis. I'm going to say that again. He canceled the Eliquis because I have no need for Eliquis. I'm talking about getting all this news. I thought, let me tell y'all something. I didn't even know. I thought the day was Saturday. I thought the day, and I know I'm going to say something that sounds nasty. But I checked my erectile extremities. And I said, Lord, I thank you. It ain't just working. It's whacking. At 52, look at my skin. At 52, a melanated black man. At 52, my skin tone. And I'm telling y'all, yes, I'm happy about a lot of things. Definitely about my erectile gymnastics. But I'm the only one in my family, between my mom and my dad, that is no longer anemic. I said, I gotta praise and I gotta get it out. When you say that, and I tell anybody, yes, people follow me because of signs, wonders, and miracles, and that's not a lie. But when your leader or your elder or whoever's the head of your coven or whatever, a high priestess or high priest, when they are examples of God using you in a space in that life that, number one, I don't like what I was going through. Number two, in front of everybody, I testify. And I have nothing, number one, to be ashamed. I want to change, but I'm a Sagittarius, so I was in the vanity. Moon in Aries and Rise Sign Pisces. But let me tell y'all something. When I tell you that the process that I had went through, the driving from Orlando, having to have my niece feed me. Come on here, somebody. December was a start of, I thought I was just going through, but I didn't realize I was going to be recovered. And I preached this message, not only the fight to recover all, but I have recovered ALL as a leader, as an elder, as a godfather to some, as a dad to some, who at 52 get a whole nother set of white blood cells and red blood cells and rejuvenated. And I told Mother Susan, I said, he get me prepared to travel. I'm a whole little bit, but he get me prepared to travel, because this is my own personal testimony. That my mama's still anemic. My dad died anemic. And God brought me out of, not just today, I didn't realize it when I was at 14.6. I couldn't be anemic at that point. But Mother Susan, I didn't even think of it. Mother Susan brought it to my attention. She said, Apostle, it's impossible for you to be anemic. When I tell y'all I've been doing everything that I'm supposed to do, I've been using acai. I've been drinking this, I've been pronouncing it wrong, but I got the correct pronunciation. But I've been drinking, I would used to call it aki, but it's acai. And I've been drinking it. Now, what I'm trying to explain to y'all, Oya's colors are purple. I was subconsciously drawn to certain things without having the information. He would do it. He would do it again. Amen. Shabbat. I know that's right. That's the Hebrew word. I watch your lie everywhere and around my friends and for to see you in the spittle. I can't wait to show you how. Let me tell y'all something. You think you can't wait. At first I had an attitude because I was talking to you about it, talking to myself. I had an attitude with this doctor that I had. But do you know, based off his medical science and his Western medical science, that That's in his book, Impossible What's Happening. Well, no, what has happened. It's impossible for me to be where I am. It was impossible when he read the first chart in his book. That's why he was asking me what was I doing. But on yesterday, I'll take it back. On yesterday, I got in his office and he said my blood was normal. I said, what about my kidneys? He says, all good. When I tell you that white man was like, he saw my insurance as a money train. They never bring you in their office to have a conversation. It's just like a mechanic bringing your car in and getting a diagnosis test. It's for you to fix something. Mother Susan told me, she said, Apostle Ely, she ain't call me Apostle, she's Apostle. She said, that doctor ain't even got a 15.5. I'm going to say that again. The doctor ain't even got this is why I tell y'all, I don't believe nobody report. I don't care if it's a judge. I don't care. I really don't care. I thought I didn't care, but I really don't care about your report. I need to hear from God. That's why I was talking about David with the ephod. When I tell y'all everything gonna be all right, when I tell you, Keish, everything, when I tell you, you're supporting somebody what you already seen manifestation. But how many people realistically, and listen, my mama went and she had speech. She had to have speech therapy. I'm off. The last time I took Prednisone was in Orlando in January, I think. I had to look in. And only up until now, April the 10th or 11th, look at my progress. Astounding. Prayer, them herbs, the roots that y'all say, that's why I don't care what people call me, a root man, a witch doctor. I don't care nothing about your name caller. I care about results. And as long as God keep yielding these type of results in my own personal life and also my clientele life, I don't care what you call me. But what you can't call me is anemic. But you can't call me is anemic. You ain't got to shout for me. I got to praise and I got to get it out. This is what I look like at 52. This is the procedure of 52 years old and God being in my life. Huh? No just for men. I don't wear no hair dye. I ain't got no black stuff on my, and I ain't no shade to nobody that do what they do. I'm talking about what I've been watching God doing. You see this copper? Do you see this copper? Oshun, copper. The elements that we put on our bodies are also manifestation. Let me tell you what else I did. Pineapple oil, or working with pineapples. Y'all know I've been putting out different candles for y'all. Let me tell y'all something. The prosperity of pineapple. I've been whatever they've been guiding me. I wore this yesterday, but I thought I was supposed to wear it I was supposed to wear it today. But I was led to wear pineapple yesterday. You know, I anointed my heart chakra, which that was my magnetism. And the reason why I was telling you about acai, I did not know that acai, because I normally buy the smoothie, but I also bought the extract yesterday, and I took 2 of them. I did not know that acai cleanses the brain. The berry kingdom does so much for our physical well-being. See, I'm talking about it where you can see the results. See, people buy herbs and herbs extract, and they don't understand how herbs work because they don't follow nature. I'm gonna say that again. They don't understand how certain herbs, certain fruits, and certain herbs work because you ain't in nature. You don't understand how the sunlight, because we are melanated people. And let me tell y'all this, and let me make this perfectly clear. When it comes down to melanated people, we have dominant genes. And other people, non-melanated people, have receptor genes. And those that have mixed and mingled with the recessive gene, some of your genes are not dominant, more dominant than the other ones. That's why if a white man or a white woman have a baby with another nationality set of genes, that baby gonna take on. If it's a white man and an Asian woman, the baby gonna look more Asian. Because Asian genes are more dominant than that Caucasity. This is science. This ain't my opinion. This is what we call facts. And because of my melanin and me harnessing the energy, the life force that was in my body, generated from the things I've been eating and mushrooms and all this stuff. And I told y'all earlier, you eat for energy, not to get full. Acai. Yes. Acai is more than antioxidant. This is a pigment of melanin. The darker the fruit, the more melanin they have. The fruit or the leaves or flowers. Y'all gotta understand. I'm crowned Mafedi Fun. I want you to see how it's connected. I am crowned Mafedi Fun Oya, Yanza, and I'm crowned Mafedi Fun what? Babalu Aye. Both of their colors are purple. In the spectrum of light, it be considered violet. Saint Germain, healer. The reason why I can heal because of my frequency, vibration. What's up, my 69? Yes, baby. We can learn that. I gotta praise. I'm coming on because God deserves my praise. The Orishas, the Loas, and Ebasa, the Impungos. I had people saying, "Oh, Pastor Ely, I'm praying for you, blah blah." Baby, where y'all at now? No, all the people that was feeling sorry for me because you thought I was on my way out. Come on, somebody, cause you thought I had went down. Listen here. I tell everybody I'm a hoe. What I do in clarity, I say I'm an anointed hoe. Yes, I did. And like me, my auntie was talking. My auntie said, everything happening to my body, I did it to myself. One thing in our family, off of 34 Court, we can't blame nobody. Cause whatever we doing and happening, we did it to ourselves. I know I was in there getting mine. My uncles and them were so hoish, I had to go out of town. And sometimes I still ran into somebody they done knocked off. But when you have a family with money and a high sex drive, You got to get it. I had to get on out there. Yeah, they had me all in Pennsylvania, North Carolina, trying to find some ass. Trying not to go behind them. It is the truth. What's up, Mama Susan? So, acai and plums. I'm telling y'all. I'm not glorifying my whoredom. So don't get it twisted. Because I don't advise nobody to live the life I done live. I'm 52 years old. I do what I do. I did and still do what I want to do. So I have a right to praise him. That's right. Absolutely love those dark pigmented fruits and vegetables. Let me tell you, purple cabbage. When I say I'm going to bless the Lord at all times and his praise shall be acai, I'm going to offer to my altar of Oshun, because I'm going to put pineapple at, and I can only use that, the one at church, my Oshun at the church, because that other Oshun is for me. That's from Mario, Minister Mario, son of a chosen. But I'm put a pineapple and a pineapple candle to that one. And then if you want to, they're only $100. I ain't hurt nobody. If you want a pineapple, that's $100. If you want a pineapple and a candle, that's $200. Because you ain't gonna use me either. But I'm celebrating. I mean, the manifestation is real. I'm just trying to tell y'all, I'm offering what has worked for me. I'm telling you what worked for me. To have a conversation with my mother and knowing my father had died of anemia. And to sit here in front of everybody on social media, the ones that like me, the ones that don't like me. Because when I gave my testimony and what I was going through, I said it in front of everybody. But I want you to know, since you stuck around for that, stick around for this. That God got me at, and I know it's I ain't say me. I did my thing. He got me at a 15.5. I showed y'all. You go. This is what I'm trying to explain to my followers and people that are gonna be working with me. People will come around when they think the end is near. I'm still here, Trey. I'm still here, Josh. I'm still here, Elijah. Hard and strong. Yes, sir. Hard and strong. More youthful than I was. Oh my God, on today. So, I'm sitting here telling y'all, when somebody sticks around when they think you're on a decline, and they hear your good news, but they bad news, that you're no longer anemic. That's bad news. That your doctor is canceling your medication. Come on here, somebody. I'm saying it again. When your red blood cells were fighting and destroying themselves, and now it's perfect harmony. Ebony and ivory is together in perfect harmony. Let me tell y'all something. Look what God doing. You can't deny this if you wanted to. I can lie about this if you want, because I already showed them my blood work. And I have very little knowledge. And in beginning, if any, about how blood work. That whole cause I ain't never I didn't never like needles. Get that from my mama. And I wasn't in hospital, so I would never got getting probed like that. So all of this was brand spanking new to me. Do you hear me? Horn and root work and conjure ain't brand new to me. But needles is new to me. This whole process that I've been going through, and my son was telling, Josh was telling him, said, "Ma'am, you gotta understand, my dad ain't never been sick like this. This ain't never happened. This been happening in a couple of months. He ain't been going through year after year. That's not him. I've been helping my mom. I've been helping my sister. I've been helping my son with their healing while I'm on the road to recovery. I'm gonna tell you another thing that, because there's two things that I was not good at, that it was necessary for me to be where I am right now. That was water and proper rest. I was always on the go. I was always pushing myself to the max. Sometimes beyond that. I went way over, especially when I was going through it with Minister Mario. I was up around 20, almost 25. I might got 45 minutes of sleep for consistency of 2 years. So there's a lot of things that I put my body in jeopardy. That's what I want to admit. Because when I talk about God's goodness, I want to make sure I show you as an elder and a leader that I was making missteps myself. So I wasn't doing everything right. I wasn't doing everything wrong. But God still came in. Nothing. Oh Lord, they don't want to hear no more. That pineapple, my Fetty Fun Oshun, when Oba told me, Oba and Legba. And y'all know when I had received her, because I put it all over the internet. Let me tell you something. This is what I mean by if God say something. Whoever the divine chooses to speak to through, that's irrelevant, long as it's true. When Oba told me that she got my health, and she gave me her highest blessing, E-Ray. I done got the highest E-Ray from every Orisha I received. Alafia. I've got, and this is a tradition that I'm newly, even though I'm excelling in Orisha worship and honor, and that's you can't deny that. But this is very new. This ain't like it's Haitian voodoo or root work or conjure or obi that I've been doing since I was. I'm talking about this in Palo. I'm off the charts. But restoration came from me having the proper time to be off work and not newly retired to get the necessary rest that my body had been yearning for. I was trying to give it sex. It wasn't yearning for sex. It wasn't yearning for money. It wasn't yearning for that other stuff I was trying to give my body. My body wanted to lay down and sleep. So I thought there was something wrong with me. I'm going to say that again. My body has me sleep till I thought something was wrong. Because I was so accustomed to getting up and going. Not just for UPS ever since I was a kid. I was always on the go. Only time I slowed down when I had kids. And I wasn't that slow. That was Mother Sue said, Pastor, you still be going? Because based off what I was doing before, this seemed like, I'm like, and why am I tired? It was yearning for me to sit down and rest. And I've been recuperating. I hope y'all really see the evidence of manifestation. I hope you really see the evidence of my teaching, my determination, especially how listen, I was so upset about my speech. To know that my mother, she couldn't really talk that well. My mom would stumble over words, and she would always she would tell me, I said, Mama, that's not what they say. That's it. She always say, you know what I mean. Goddamn it, she be cussing. She done broke out from cussing as much as she used to. But you get her time wrong, she ain't forgot nothing. But to have your parent tell you that they were taking the same drug, you know, and that's why I be telling y'all about venerating your ancestors and Egun, because me and my sister reflect a lot of things that are going on with my mother's life, and we done went through a lot of stuff that my mother sees, that my mother sowed, as well as our father. You a part of whatever's good or what we call bad. My point is, and my teaching is to each and every one, I ain't here to change your mind. I'm here to present knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Whoever resonates with me, gonna move forward. The one, if I would never tell you to take herbs, because if you don't believe in roots, herbs, and pollards or trees, and don't understand the science behind that, just doing something because somebody told you ain't gonna make you stay committed. I've been dedicated morning, noon, and night to clean my system. I told y'all months ago I was cleaning my system. I was using chlorophyll, I was using moringa, and I was using sea moss and beetroot. I did not realize that my system was also being clean because I was buying these smoothie acai. I didn't know that. But subconsciously, because I was magnetizing, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's things going to be happening in your life for your miracles or manifestation where you may not be consciously aware of what you're doing, or turning down this road, or doing this or doing that. But subconsciously, you being pulled to your manifestation. You've been pulled to your outcome. And you need a witness. I'm here to tell you. I don't have no bad news to tell you. I'm going to tell you about when I was sick, I got healed. When I had lack, God provided. See, some people only want to be around when they hear you talking about what you don't have. And when they start hearing you talk about what God has done, they get mad because they think they the one causing all the situation in your life, and they realizing they ain't did shit. Your working, your root work, your sacrifices of animals ain't did nothing. It was something I had to go through. A hereditary situation in my family's life. My mama and my daddy. And at 52, let me tell y'all something. When you gonna be great into the ATRs, people gonna always try and look for some reason to say they did something to you. That's why they don't like my live on today. Somebody always looking for something that they done did. I'm not saying they ain't doing stuff. I'm saying they're not the cause of what I'm going through. That means you made my mama sick. That means you made my daddy sick. So you had to do it, and you had to give to my grandma. You cut it out. But because you got beef with me, because you got issues with me, you try to take my personal testimony and turn it into something that you are doing. So, bitch, what's now? Are you the reason why? Because you know if you've been doing anything against me, that's coming back, right? I'm gonna say that again. You know whether you watch this or not, even if you're not the reason, but you've been doing stuff against me, you know that that's not gonna end well for you. And I am actually stronger than I was when I came through this. I feel like the fucking supreme. I'm glowing. I'm glowing in this head and I'm glowing in this head. That's 69, Renee. That's a real 69. When you got both heads glowing, hallelujah. This is a testament of the ATRs. This is a testament of commitment. This is a testament of dedication. This is a testament even when you consciously don't understand why you saying yes or why you going there. But this is how the subconscious mind helps you to manifest. When we talk about universal consciousness, this wasn't something I was just praying about. This is something I was moving forward at. And then I took that pineapple oil. And what I told you, Mother Susan, Oshun can bring it through. I have the only Oshun pathway that is a warrior. When I say I'm rocking Oshun, I means that. I have the pathway of Oshun. She's the most beautiful, and she bringing beauty into my life. And she's a warrior. All of my reach is a warrior. And I want my babies that follow me to know this. I ain't trying to tell you I did not have some scary moments in this process, because I did. My kids were scared. My sister was scared. My mom, family was, because I'm a matriarch. I'm the matriarch of the family. See, when all the talking and backbite, when some real shit, my uncle called me, text me to check up on me. That my uncles still, when they ain't heard from me in a while, they call and check up on me. I don't know if your family like that, but I know about my family. And I let them know what's going on. I don't let them know who I'm doing, but I let them know what's going on. Apostle, thank you for this. I'm driving from Orlando to Lakeland, and I done hold in Orlando and Lakeland. Go ahead. Let me say, I really need to hear this. This is the best encouragement I need to hear. I'll write down my Libra. Let me tell y'all something. What happens in our life and why this is important, I feel, my testimony. We hear people testifying about dealing with cancer, dealing with this, dealing with that. But we don't never hear about them coming out. We never hear about it being resolved. We never hear that they got the victory. It's always, I'm still here. Yeah, I had to lose my leg. I had to lose my house. I had to lose it. It's always something like that. But I want y'all to know that I am not anemic anymore. And how I led and got out of that stage, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it for my mother if she let God. I'm going to do it for my sister if she let God. Because you can't go in against somebody's will. So don't go out trying to save everybody. But people that my ebasa, my tabernacle is proof. My blood work is proof. So if you don't believe what's coming out of my mouth, look what's on paper. Because energy don't lie, weight, frequency, and that blood work don't lie either. The blood don't lie. It even lie about what I've been in contact with. Cause I've been hoeing a long time, 52 years, a long time. And I had money behind me. So I can hold long and strong. So I done ran across a lot of stuff. But God. And to God be the glory. Victor, if you got a situation I'm working on in your with court cases, venerating your ancestors, health issues, I'm a living testimony. In honor, I gotta praise and I gotta get it out. Let me tell y'all something. Praise me, and this is why this is important. Praise is to express warm approval and admiration. When somebody said you praising a God, a deity, or a goddess, it is how you express that conveys to you or anybody that you really mean what you're saying, not just empty words. That's what praise is. Express, and Sister Calvina, you watching this, if you watch this later, this is what I mean about you don't show. Express by definition means to convey a thought or a feeling in words or gestures and conduct. When you're able to express the thought that you have towards the divine, or the feelings, the moving energy you have, that's what not only God looking for, but the Orisha, the Loas and Pungo, your ancestors, express to me how you feel, your level of gratitude and your level of greatness. Show me that you're willing to put it on the altar. Show me you willing to sacrifice. You want me to give you all of this. What are you going to give me in return? Express your loyalty to me. Express it. It should be, when you somebody operating like this, you can feel it. My enemies know I'm not lying. My tribe know I'm not, but they feel that. Every word that I'm saying is heartfelt. It's energy behind it. My love for the Orishas showing up and showing out for me. I'm not talking about what my Padrino said. I'm not talking about what my Madrina said. I'm not talking about my Oba, what is it? Tata Oriente. None of that. And that's all good. I'm talking about what I have experienced, what I can testify about. I don't sit down and not give praise to my Haitian voodoo. I know I don't not give praise to my Orisha membership. I know what they're doing. And I damn sure don't sit down on my palo. When I tell you them Pungos, it's evident that they listening to me. It's evident that they move for me. It's evident that they're present. Because how powerful do you have to be for somebody to have a membership and not an initiation, and they still feel the presence of your spirit? Come on here, somebody. Tell me about when your membership that you offering to people is strong enough that people can pick up them Impungos and those Orishas, and them people ain't even crowned and they ain't initiated. Come on here, somebody. People can see the results of that. They got their membership and stuff moving. And let me tell you something, Stormy. You're going to learn something through what you're going through, but God going to bring you through. untouched, and I'm ebasa, and I'm bothered. I be thinking about my baby Scorpio. See, when you good to somebody, and let me give y'all another recipe for pineapple. When you truly are good to somebody and you supporting them, what you think I be thinking about when I see Renee? When I see your name come across your run? What I see when I see Azale? What you the person on my mind. I'm not picking you out of you express to me and by the deeds that you do. That's the energy, baby. When you gonna be a part of something, be honest, be direct, be sincere. That's the word I was looking for. Be sincere. You ain't gotta act like you love me over the moon or to the moon. But you think I'm all right. I'm a Sag. I'll take that. Wherever you are if you don't like my ass at all, near bone in my body, but you know I know my shit, I'll take that. I can take that I can respect. I don't like that nigga, and I think he too cocky, but he know his shit. I'm gonna say I can take that. If you on this spectrum of light or on that spectrum of light, as long as you be real. As long as you be real. You might come in and say, hey, I'm not gonna give you no head, but I can give a mean hand job. I like experience. At first, let me tell you something. I didn't even like oral sex like that until I got across this girl, and she made me to a believer, and I've been wanting that ever since. I've been measuring everybody's skill by their cheek skill. She might look like you remember that part of Sylvester and had Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and when Tweety Bird had took that potion and he became the monster, she was not too close off from that. But that jawbone, you might have called her Samsonite, cause she took that jawbone and she brought it home. See, when you got ecstasy going throughout your body, my fetty funo shum. When you got ecstasy going through your body, it blinds you. I gotta respect that. And get what? She ain't too many people don't even come close. You bad. But I had Tweety Bird. Not a vulture. Not a eagle, a Tweety Bird. When they say tweet a lady, that's what spirituality is. I'm not just gonna put a pineapple out. That's energy. I'm not just gonna put a can out. It's gonna be energy, and it's from somebody that has personal experience with the spirits moving for them. I appreciate every last one of y'all that stuck by me and still sticking by me. I thank God for the onlookers as well as the people that was up close and personal. Because at the end of the day, none of them can bring me out. Ma Fetty Foom. Olofi. Ma Fetty Foom. Oldemari. Bonse. The Mighty and Zombie. The Shaddai, the Elohim. And the divine name that I started out on is Yahweh, the Holy Spirit, the four elements. I'm ecstatic. I am ecstatic. I'm deliriously happy. And I have the evidence that I'm going through my healing because it's on paper. You know how many people tell doctors that they believe God gonna heal them, and the reports saying something different? My doctor cannot even believe what he see on paper. And they're not my test, they did test. I like it when God done found the wise. When God done found the wise. He ain't gonna never forget me. I don't know who that man is. I don't know what he got with him, but the evidence that somebody healed him, somebody protecting him, somebody making a way for him. That's what you support. If you already a part of our team, that's what you support. If you looking for an opportunity to be a part of this team, that's what you're gonna be supporting. And I'm gonna tell you right there, 4 days ago, you could tell me a damn thing. 4 days ago, you can tell me water wet, fire hot. You can tell me the sky blue. You can tell me as mama say, Duke is thing. But on today, you can't tell me a motherfucking thing. And I'm still the pastor. I'm still the apostle. You can't tell me shot, nothing. They for me. They simply for me. I know you don't want to hear it, but they are simply for me. And if God be for you, who? You bitches, you need to be worried. You need to be worried. On today, this Friday, while I bring goodness, you need to be worried. Because what go around, come around. I love y'all. I'll see y'all a little bit later. Make sure you hit that like button.